And good morning, welcome back. As most of you know, I've been absent for the last week because my mom's been really sick in the hospital. And we just got some good news today. They're going to start feeding her with a feeding tube. And we've got her sodium back under control and her infection, UTI infection. So she's doing better. And with that, I'm now able to resume my vlogs. So, thinking back, my last vlog that I was talking to you guys about was about cooking your own food, going to the store, buying your own food, cooking it. And there still may be some of you out there who you can't cook, and that's fine, because even though I can cook, I still resort to the frozen dinners a lot. And when I say frozen dinners, I don't mean the things that your grandmother used to eat that came in those aluminum trays that you had to put in the oven and bake for 30 minutes. I'm talking about the microwave dinners now that taste really good. Well, some of them anyway. And takes 8 minutes to microwave, and you have dinner or lunch in 8 minutes. Very convenient for those of us who are watching our calories, because all that information is on the back. Your calorie is on there, your calories are on there, the sodium, the potassium, the protein, all that information is written on the back of those dinners. Now, the one culprit that you have to watch for on these frozen dinners is your sodium. As most of you know, some of these dinners tend to be sodium rich, sodium high in sodium, how you want to say it. And you're only allowed 2,000 milligrams of salt a day, I think. Don't quote me on that. I haven't refreshed my memory. But anyway, watch your sodium. Pick dinners that are low in sodium. If you're going to have 2 dinners, one for lunch and one for dinner, you have to multiply that sodium by 2 sometimes. So be careful with your choices. You're also got to be careful with your fat. Some of those dinners are chicken fried steaks, fried pork chops. Those dinners tend to be high in fat because they're fried, just like if you were cooking it yourself. 56 grams of fat is not so healthy. The brand that I eat is Marie Callender's, and they tend to have some that are very high in sodium, so I stay away from those. But I prefer Marie Callender's because they taste really good. The mashed potatoes taste like mashed potatoes, not like ground up broccoli, cauliflower. For those of you who like cauliflower, okay, great, run with it. It's all yours. I do not like ground up pureed cauliflower. I just think it's gross. I'll eat cauliflower whole with broccoli. I like cauliflower and broccoli together. But when you start grinding it up like baby food, I'm just turned off. I don't like it, and it does not taste good. I don't care what any of you say. It is not an alternative to mashed potatoes. You're only fooling yourself. You're not fooling me. So, I'm just not falling for it. Can you tell I don't like cauliflower ground up? It's one of my pet peeves. Anyway, do some research. Go take an hour and go to the frozen department and start looking at the different brands. I'm not telling you which brand to eat. You have to pick the brand that you like, that you feel is the most health conscious for your life, your diet, your life. I will tell you that Healthy Choice is a good brand. They have a lot of healthy selections. There is, of course, your Weight Watchers and your, what's the other one? No, Weight Watchers and I forget. Anyway, those are made specifically for a diet. However, they tend to not taste so good, some of them. As I said earlier, I'm not going to say any names, but some of them just do not taste good. Some of them are small in the portions, and it leaves you feeling hungry. However, you have to remember, after you have your sleeve or your whatever surgery you're going to have, you're not going to be eating that entire dinner anymore. You're going to be eating 2 ounces maybe of that dinner, 3 ounces, maybe 4 at the most. So those small portions can last you 2 and 3 meals, maybe even 4 meals. So start thinking in those terms, because you're not going to eat that whole dinner after your surgery. And if you buy them now and you portion them down, you can start getting used to how you're going to be eating after the surgery. And that one dinner for lunch can be saved for dinner the next day, because you don't eat the same thing for lunch and for dinner. You don't want to get the bored syndrome. You have to switch it up. So, keep it interesting. Don't eat the same thing for lunch and dinner, because then you take the fun out of it. It becomes methodical, it becomes boring, and then you want to fall off the wagon and you want to start binging or eating the wrong stuff, and you're setting yourself up for failure. So I'm just telling you that for those of you who do not cook, do not know how to cook, do not want to cook, all the above, these dinners are there for you. They're there as a alternative. I'm not saying to eat them all the time, but that's totally up to you. They are healthy if you choose the right ones. And like I said, I like Marie Callender's. I think it's one of the best ones that I've had. Not knocking all the rest. It just depends, like I said, on your taste, on your preference, on your health, and your diet, what you want. But you have to read the back panels. You have to. Don't look at those pretty pictures they have on the front and think, wow, look at this chicken fried steak with mashed potatoes and corn. Ooh, not a good choice. Chicken fried steak is just not a good choice. I'm from Texas. I grew up on chicken fried steak. It's one of the best things in the world, I think. But I can't eat them, because guess what? I wear them after I eat them. It's just, they go to your hips, they go to your lips, they go everywhere. It's just not a healthy diet, chicken fried steak. So, there's other alternatives as well. You can look at prepackaged foods. Again, you run into the high sodium with those sauces and those packets that you add into there. I'm saying, just coming to the top of my head, scalloped potatoes. They're dehydrated, and you can make scalloped potatoes out of a box. But when you read the cheese sauce that comes with them, the sodium is just skyrocketed out of control. So, you're not making a healthy choice with some of those ingredients that they have. So you've got to do your research. You've got to go to the store. You've got to treat it like a job. You've got to read the ingredients. You've got to read your contents. You've got to read your nutritional values and make your shopping list according to that. And then once you have the list of things that you like that passed your inspection, you can then start making your shopping list off of those approved items that you've already pre-approved, which makes going to the store a breeze because you already know that this, and this is okay to have, and that's what you want for this week. So you've already got those written down. You've already got them pre-approved for yourself. Shopping's a breeze. That's for those of us who don't like to cook, don't want to cook. So give it a try. Check it out. It will surprise you. You will be able to find meals that are good tasting and nutritional at the same time. Where years ago they were not, today is a different story. So go out there, check it out. Let me know what you think. That's going to conclude today's vlog. Running a little short on the vlog today, but that's going to conclude it. I will see you again in a couple of days. Until then, stay strong.